Good morning to everyone. I, Rajita Devi, Government Degree College of Hydernagar, Department of Computer Science. In earlier class, I discussed about on programming Java on the basic introduction parts and what is an object, what is a class, and what is methods by using the classes. Those things are we discussed about on before session. In this session, I will discuss it about on these topics are creating classes and objects and defining attributes and creating objects and variables, data types, operators, if statement, switch statement, while loop, do while loop, for loop. And then in this firstly I am going to discuss about on the topic of creating class and objects. In this creating classes and objects, now let's create a simple method in our new class. How can we create? In this I'm taking here that is a program name, some name I am given here in the with the extension name Java, public class, and then a class name, that is I am taking here, and begin braces void bark, and then system dot out dot println. That bark will be something, it will give sound, that is we are taken here in this begin I am taking here. After that animal class, it will be closed with the end curly braces. Let us head over to our main and create a new object of our class by using above code my class dot java. This is a class. My class is .java. Class name is the my class. Program name is animal.java, and then next one is the my class.java, and then class my class having some public static void main string args will be there. Animal dog is equal to new. It will be an instance of variable. Whenever we are using a dog, it will implemented to a new animal. It will be taken as a we are taking in this sentence we are taking an instance of a class. That means in the second in the next dog dot bark will be there. In this the two end braces will be there. The output will came here from this the above code and below code will compare. You see if it means whenever you taken the that line animal dot new animal, this is interconnected with the above program of system dot out dot println, something the that will be taken in that, which is calling with that method, with that creating that method, creating classes by using creating classes and objects. By using the objects we are creating classes. In this that is with that, whenever we want that extension dog dot bark, in that void bark will be there. In this method will be there. In that method whenever we are calling dot dot bark, it will be, it gives that output some system dot out dot. Whenever you want to take on this system dot out dot anyone you can take animal if or you can take any sound will be there. It will gives like that. It comes creating classes and objects by using new objects our main and create a new object of our class. This is one. After that, now dog is an object of a type animal, which is an animal. Thus we can call it bark method using the name of the object and a dot. And the dot will be, the dot is extension, which is a bark is a method with using the name of object. By using the name of object and a dot will be there. The dot notation is used to access the objects and attributes, and the methods will be there. Whenever we are using the dot notation, which is used to access the object, whatever you take an object instead of the dog will be or you can take any other thing Then behavior you have to take and access that objects attribute and methods will be there. Attributes you have to take instead of that, and defining attributes. Next, define. How can we define the attributes? A class have attributes and methods. A class having a already we discussed before class. A class having attributes and behaviors and characteristics, and then and methods will be there. A class having the attributes and methods. The attributes are basically variables within a class, which is basically attributes are we are calling with basically with the calling of variables within a class only. Let's create a class called vehicle. I am taking for example, I am taking here an example of a vehicle. Which type of any type of vehicle I am calling in with this, with its corresponding attributes and methods, which is having attributes. A vehicle having some attributes and methods having there. In this I am taking here one example program. Public class name is a vehicle. Minimum integer, I am taking the speed is a number which is I am taking in that that is a integer. I am taking here integer is a maximum speed, and integer is a wheels is a number, that's why I am taking integer. A string is a color, that is a string, color is a string. Double for double is the fuel capacity, which is very long, so that I am taking here double. Void, then I am taking here a void. Horn will be there. Horn. System dot out dot println, that a sound will be there in that brackets. Maximum speed, wheel, color, and fuel capacity are the attributes. These are all, or we are calling with attributes. Speed, wheel, color, fuel capacity are attributes of vehicle class. And horn is only the method, which is a method. You can define as many attributes and methods as necessary. If you have to define more than many methods, many attributes and methods as you necessity, if you want to create number of attributes you have to define, and number of methods you have to call that methods. And then next I am going to discuss about on the thing creating objects. Next, we can create multiple objects of our vehicle class. If I want to create multiple objects of our class, vehicle class, I am taking here about the example vehicle class. In that I am taking the same example here also. Multiple objects of our class, our vehicle class, and use the dot syntax, which in this I am using the dot syntax to access their attributes and methods. Whenever we are taking the attributes and methods that are to be accessed by the dot syntax, we can create in this public. I am taking here public is the access specifier, which is a calling class is a name is a vehicle. I am taking here same above example, integer and maximum speed, integer wheels, string is color, double is a fuel capacity, void horn will be the system out dot println, some horn having some sound will be there, that is a beep, and then end with the two curly braces will be there. After that, class my class, in this the connection between in those classes, above the code and below the code you compare. Public static void main string args will be there. Vehicle v1 is equal to new vehicle v2 is equal to new vehicle. This is an instance of classes. Instance of classes. Whenever we are calling with this, the below code, v1 dot color is equal some red color I am taking here. v2 dot horn will be there in this. In this, the output will be the it will be the a beep sound, it will be came out. That means whenever we are using a vehicle class with that class attributes, I am creating a dot syntax with this v1 dot color. Whenever we are calling the v1 dot color, that color already it gives v1 dot color is equal to some color I have to taken here. Red will be there, v2 is equal to horn will be there, that's having a beep sound. v1 having some vehicle that is having a red color, that v2 having some horn, that horn in above the program system.out.println that is having a beep sound will be there. That output will be the interconnection with these two code will be there. Public class vehicle and public class and my class will be there. Number of classes you have to taken in subclasses. Whenever you are using a public class vehicle class, in that class I am taking another class here, that is a make class. In that class v2 dot horn, whenever you are calling with that method, that system.out.println and in that brackets beep sound will be the output here. Then only the output will came here. That is the that is about the creating objects of an example of this. After that I am taking here of what is a variables. In this, what is a variable? Already we know the before classes. What is a variable? You know this thing of variable is provides us with named storage. You have to store whenever you want to variable provide in that with the named storage that our programs can manipulate. Only that type of programs are manipulated with this. Each variable in Java has a specific type. In this, where any variable we are calling with a specific type which determines the size and the layout of the memory. That's having the layout of the memory size, that having the size and layout of the memory will having, and then the size of values that can be stored within that memory. The size of variable, any variable having some size, some integer having some size will be there, and float having some size is there, and all the variables having some size that are stored within that memory only. And the set of operations that can be applied to the variable, and you have to take a set of operators. Let us be discussed next class, next topic. The size of operations that can be applied to that variable. Whenever you have to take with the type of variable, that is depends on applied to the variable. You must declare all variables before they can be used. You must declare, you have to declare all the variables in that before you can use it. Before you can use it, the variables are declared. After that you can use. The basic form of a variable declaration is shown here. Data type variable and value having. You have a data type variable and then value will be there. How type of variable you are having, that type of variable you have to take here. Whatever you have to take, integer or character or string or boolean or double, like that like the types of data you have in that place value. The type of data you have to initiate. Here data types is one of Java data types, and the variables is the name of variable, which data types is one of the Java data type, which is having Java data types, and variables is the same name, which is having the same name of variable. To determine more than one variable, which is having a more than one variable of the specific type, you can use as a comma separated list. This is known about the data type variable and value. How to initialization. In this I'm taking some more example here. How can you declare a variable and how can you initialize the value for that variable? Example of variables declaration and initialization in Java. In this, for example, int a comma b comma and c will be there. This is known about the comment will be the comment given here. I am declares 3 integers, int a comma b comma and c will be there. Int a is equal to some value I am declaring, that is an integer value. A is a variable. In that a having some value that are stores in a memory. B is equal to some value here b is equal to a variable, b or the variable, and in that I am initializing a value is a 10, that is a value, that value are stored in that memory. And the next another example having initialization, whenever you are going to write a program, then you have to imagine the value, how much you have to declare the value for that variable. That's only that is in that double is equal to pi value. Pi value is equal to 3.14. Already we know this, that I am declaring here, and declare and assign a value of pi. How can we declare? Char a is equal to, whenever we are using the character data type, char a is equal to some a. Within the single code you have to write string or character. In this, the character variable lists a initialization with the value a only. You have to character value is initialization with the value a only. And then next I discussed about on the things of constant. During the execution of program, value of variable may change. A constant represents permanent data that never change. Whenever you are whenever you write the program, after that execution program, value of variable may change. When a constant represents permanent data, which is having constant, having a permanent data that never change. You have to change a variable name, but you can't change the constant data. If you want to some value like p is equal to some value is there 3.14, no need to type every time. Instead of, you can simply define constant for p only. You can every time you can simply define, that is a constant for p only. Syntax for declaring constant: static and final data type. Constant name is equal to some value is there. Example is equal to static final float some value I am taking here, that is a float. That's why this is a float value, fraction value. That's why I am taking here pi is equal to 3.14. And then next briefly about on the what is the data type and how many data types are there. Shall we discuss about on these things? Every variable in Java has a data type. In this data type, every variable you call with a data type. For example, you have to take integer like that. Data type specifies the size and type of values that can be stored. Which data type you have to specify, that size and type, how much size it will having, and how much type of value that can be stored. Data types in Java divided primarily into two types will be there. In this, primitive and non-primitive types will be there. In these primitive types are divided into integer, floating point, characters and booleans, and non-primitive types constraints having there, that is the classes, interfaces and arrays having. Primitive type contains having, already we know that these things how to store the variable for the integer and floating point and character and boolean is there. In this primitive containing classes and interfaces and arrays are there. Integer means this group include byte, short, int, long, which are those signed numbers. Floating point number having this group includes float and double, which represents the number with the fraction precision. This is the type of floating point number and integers, and then these are the primitive type only. After that, character will be there. This group includes a character which represents the character set like letters and numbers. Any letter you count, a word will be taken in these characters. Boolean is this group of includes boolean, which is a special type of representation of true or false. Whenever condition is which is true, then either false. In that condition we are using a boolean type of variables. Some data types with their range and size having there, I am given here. In this, byte having 128 to 127, 1 byte having, it's having a size of, and then short having some size will be there, -3 to 768 to +3 to 767, and 2 bytes have a memory. and then integer having some range is there, and float having some range is there, 4 bytes, and then double having 8 bytes, and character holds only a single character, 2 bytes having. Boolean can take only true or false, that is 1 byte of memory. These are the primitive data types. And then we discussed about on variable scope. There are 3 kinds of variables in Java having local variables. A variable that is declared inside the method is called a local variable. Whenever we are declaring a class, in that class the variable is declared inside the method, not in outside. Inside the method is called local variable. Local variables are created when the method and constructor or block is entered. Whenever we are calling, you have to create a variable, local variable, that is created by when you have to declare method or constructor or block entered, then only the variable will be destroyed once. It exists the method, constructor or block will be there. Then next one is access modifier cannot be used for the local variables. There is access specifier, access modifier says that will not be used for local variables. Local variables are visible only within the declared method or constructor or block. Local variables are only visible for within the declared method or constructor or block. There are no default value for local variables. They don't have the default values for only local variables. So local variables should be declared and an initial value should be assigned before the first use. Then only you have to know default value for local variables. Then the local variables are after that instance variables. A variable that is declared inside the class, you have to, whenever you have to declare a class, that is a variable is declared inside the class but outside the method, which is having a outside method. When you are taking a variable that is declared inside class but outside the method is called instance variable. It is not declared a static, which is not used for the static only. Then the second is instance variables are created when an object is created. When instance of a variable, if you want to use or create, when an object is created, within the use of keyword, that is a new or destroy. When the object is destroyed, if you want to destroy that object, so you are using a keyword new. And then next one, instance variable holds values that must be referenced by more than one method, which having the more than one method. Whenever you want to instance variable holds value, that holds value you have to hold, that must be referenced by more than one method you have to declare. Or constructor or block are essential part of an object state that must be present throughout the class, which is having a throughout the class, which is an essential part of an object state. How it is, that state, object state, that must be present. After that, 4, instant variable can be declared in class level before or after use. Whenever you want to, instance variable can be declared in a class level before or after use. And then access modifiers can be given for instance variable. Whenever you are using access modifiers, that are only for instance variables, can be given for only instance variables. After that, instance variables having default values, it's having a default value. Not only you have to declare, only that is the default value. For numbers, the default value is 0. For boolean, it is a false, and for object reference, which is having a boolean, it is false, and for object reference it is null. Values can be assigned during the declaration or within the constructor only. Whenever you are using a constructor that is declared or assigned a values for object reference, that is a null. And then instance variable can be accessed directly, which is used for whenever you want to use an instance variable, that is accessed only directly by whenever you are calling with the variable name inside the class. However, when within the static method and different class should be called using the full qualified name. You have to give a full qualified name, that is object reference dot variable name. Object, you have, whenever you are taking an object, that the object you have to give the reference and the which type of variable you have to take in that variable name. Which type of variable you have to take in the instead of integer or like that anything. And the next, class and static variables. A variable that is declared as a static is called a static variable. Whenever you want to declare a static variable called static variable, we are calling with that static variable. It cannot be local. The class variables, also known as static variables, are declared with the static keyword in a class. We are using a static variable that is known as a class. Static variables are that type of variable you have to declare with the help of static keyword in a class. Whenever you want to create a class, in that you use only static keyword, but outside a method, constructor or a block, there would only be one of copy each class variable per class, regardless of how many objects are created from it. You have to copy in that. Static variables are stored in static memory. In this, static variables are created when the program starts and destroyed when the program stops. Static variables are created when you want to create a static variables when that program starts and destroy. When the program stops, so it is automatically destroyed the static variable sign. And visibility is similar to the instance of variables. The visibility is instance of variable, depends on. Static variables can be accessed by calling with the call class name and class name dot variable name, which is we are declared with the class name. Whenever you are declared the class name, that and then dot variable name. And for this an example, I am taking here one example class. I am declaring here a with the begin brace int data and some value. I am taking here integer. This is an integer. Which type of data? Integer type of data. In that the value is some. I am storing here that 50 is there. That is instance variable. After that, static int m is equal to some value is there and semicolon, and then this is a static variable. You have to change. Void method, I am taking here a method within the class. I am taking the method here within that class. I am taking the method here int n is equal to some values there. That is a local variable. And end of a class A. These the two end braces will be. This is an example for this. After that, typecasting. Casting is an operation that converted a value of one data type into a value of another data type, which is whenever typecasting is an operation that will convert a value from one data type. Which data type you have to take? That if you take an integer data type, that will into a value of another type, that will be changed into another data type. You have to take integer, that will be converted into a character or any data type. The syntax for typecasting is to give the target type in parenthesis followed by the value variable name. For example, I am taking an example for this float. F is equal to float some value. I am taking here int I is equal to int of f. This is one side is a float f and then float some value will be there. Int I is equal to, that is converted into another data type. Another data type int f. In this case, value of I is equal to some value I taken here 10. The fraction part is discarded. 10.1 will be there. The 1.1 will be discarded. While using typecasting, there is a chance of lost information that might lead to inaccurate result. This is the disadvantages of this typecasting. Example is int I is equal to some value I have taken here. Byte s is equal to short I. Short, it will be converted into short integer. Byte is a s, short will be I. In this example, value of s becomes 10. It will be taken and 10, which is totally discarded. Remaining numbers to ensure correctness. You can test if the value is incorrect in the correct target type range before using typecasting. cast that results in no loss of information. Cast is cast that result in no loss of information. In this case, byte having short character int long float double, it will be converted into this. And then short is the int long float double will be there, and character having the integer long float double will be there, and integer is having the long float double will be there, long having the float double will be there, and float having the double. These are the cast converting data types which in this. And the next topic is operators. Java provides a rich set of operators to manipulate variables. Operator is nothing but a set of operator. As Java provides a rich set of operators which having to manipulate. You have to manipulate the variables. Whenever you have to take the variables that are manipulated by the operators. We can divide all the Java operators in the following groups, having arithmetic operators, relational operators, bitwise operators, and logical operators, assignment operators, and MISC operators will be there. Then one by one I will discuss about on these things. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are the used in mathematical expressions only. We are using the arithmetical operators in only mathematical expressions in same way that they are used in algebra. We are using in algebra that arithmetical operations are whenever we are using the addition operators or subtraction operators, multiplication operators, division operators, remainder operators, relational operators. These are used for arithmetic operators. There are following relation operators supported by the Java. Greater than, whenever we are using some conditions which is a is greater than b and a is less than b, a equal to b or a is not equal to b, a greater than equal to b, less than or equal to b, like that conditions are whenever you are using that type of conditions, relational operators are used in this case. Bitwise operator. Next one, Java defines several bitwise operators which can be applied to the integer type. Whenever you are using the integer type, long, int, short, character, and byte, etc. type of several bits operators are used in this. Bitwise operators works on bits only and performs bit by bit operations, which having the performation of a bit by bit operation. In this case, unary bitwise complements having there. Whenever we are using left shift signed with left shift, less than, greater than symbols are used in these cases. Signed right shift and greater than unsigned right shift and bitwise operators, and caret symbol and bitwise exclusive operator and pipe symbol inclusive operators. These symbols are used unary bitwise complements whenever we are using this bitwise operators, shifting like that, and or operators for this we are using, for that purpose we are using the bitwise complements. And then logical operators are there. In this, the following table lists the logical operators: ampersand, and then condition, 2 pipelines conditions are there. 2 ampersands whenever you are calling with a condition. Earlier I told this a greater than something symbols will be there, a greater than b, and whenever you are using another condition, c is greater than, c is less than or equal to d, like that 2 conditions whenever you are using the ampersand condition used. And then pipe symbol, conditional or will be there. Either this condition or that conditions are correct. In that way, the pipe symbols are condition or operators are used in this case. And then next one is a question mark, colon will be there, that is a ternary operator. In this shorthand for if then else, whenever we are using if then else statements, then that condition this ternary operators used for. And then assignment operators. There are following assignment operators supported by the Java. In this, equal sign, whenever we are using equal sign, simple assignment operator. This is a simple assignment operator. A is equal to B, like that, which is used for this. And place is equal to A, add assignment whenever we are using increment or decrement like that. Subtraction with decrement, whenever we want to decrease the operators like that. And star is multiplication for that purpose, assigning operators for used. And divide, whenever we want to divide and assigning operator, that type of database are we are using in this. And then module percentage, and then this type of assignments are used operate for this for that purpose we are using modules. And less than left shift and right shift operators. Left, we have to move the left shift or right shift, that type of operators we are using for this purpose. And then ampersand equal, bitwise and assignment operator and two conditions are whenever we are using. In this case we are using the ampersand equal, and then caret is equal to bitwise exclusive or and assignment operators. This is whenever we are using the or condition, that type of databases we are using in this case. And then bitwise inclusive or and assignment operators, and these are the total operators whenever we want to assigning the operators. These are the, after that, increment and decrement operators. In this, increment and decrement operators are used to add or subtract one from the current value of operand. If we take any value that is incremented by 1, plus increment we are using, minus increment if we want to subtract 1, then only we using for the decrement operator. Increment and decrement operators can be prefix or postfix will be there. Prefix, pre or post will be there. In this prefix style, the value of operand is changed before the result of expression, and in the postfix style the variable is modified after result only. After result. For example, I am taking here an example. A is equal to 9 will be there, B is equal to A plus plus. In that case, that 5 will be there. In this, A is equal to some 10 it will gives, and B is equal to 14 will be there. This is the, in this case 15 will be there. B is equal to 15, then it will be a decrement by 4. A is equal to 9 and B is equal to plus A, and 5 will be there. A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 15. Then this type of the purpose we are using this case. Then next one is the miscellaneous operator will be there. There are few other operators supported by Java language. This is a conditional operator. Whenever we are using the ternary operator, that is a question mark and colon. Condition operator is also known as the ternary operator, which is having a ternary operator. That operator is written as, whenever we are using, that syntax will be the variable x is equal to expression question mark value if true colon value if false. If you have to take a variable x is equal to some expression, you have to take, in that expression you have to take a is greater than some a equal to or some b, like that you have to take an expression value if true or false, which is a true or false. In that condition we are written the these type of ternary expression. Instance of variable, instance of operator will be there. This operator is used only for object reference variable, which is used for only whenever giving a reference variable for that object. Instance of operator is written as object reference variable. Instance of class or instance of type will be there. This is about an instance of operator. And the next one is the expression. Expression performs operations on data and move data around. It will move only on data around. It performs only operations. Some expressions will be evaluated for their result only. Some expressions will be evaluated for their result only. Some of their side effect and some for both will be there. An assignment expression has the following form will be there: variable expression, assignment operator, and then expression having variable expression, that is assigned operator which is having an expression. The variable expression can be just the name of variable. Whenever you have to take a variable, that type of variable, you have to take that name. Or it can be an expression that select a variable using array indicates, that indicates an array. After that, an expression can have three kinds of results. That is a value such as result 4 into I, that is a variable such as the result of I is equal to 4. Whenever you have to multiplication of a table, whenever you have to develop a program on multiplication table, I is equal to 4, nothing in case of an invocation of a method declared as a void. In most common assignment expression, the assignment operator is equal. Then the assignment expression has the following form will be there. Variable expression is equal to, and then expression, the Java arithmetic and bitwise operators can be combined with is equal to two form assignment operators. Two form assignment operator, the Java arithmetic and bitwise operators, which is having a Java arithmetic and bitwise operator, can be combined with two form assignment operator, which is having a two form. And then for example, I am taking here the plus is equal to assignment operator indicates that the right hand side should be added to the variable, which is having added a variable, and the star is equal to array assignment operator, which is having a assignment operator. That indicates that the right hand side should be multiplied into the variable, which having a right hand side that should be multiplied that variable only. And then after operator precedence, in this certain operations having higher priority than others, which is having a higher priority. Operator precedence determines a group of terms in an expression which is having a group of terms. In that expression, you have to take an expression, in that group of terms will be there. This offers how an expression is evaluated. For example, the dot operator has higher precedence than any other operators. For this precedence 15, for I'm taking an example here, parenthesis, array, subscript, member selections, precedence 14, like that we are taking. Unary post increment will be there, unary post decrement having, and then precedence 13 will be there, unary plus and minus, plus unary pre increment, unary pre decrement, and unary logical negation, and unary bitwise complement, type unary typecast, precedence multiplication and division, module, precedence, and addition, subtraction having there. Precedence in that 10, bitwise left shift will be there, bitwise right shift with sign extension, bitwise right shift with 0 extension, and then precedence 9 will be there. There is a relation less than, greater than, and less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, instance of type comparison, like that, equal, not equal, bitwise and bitwise exclusive or, bitwise inclusive or, and logical and logical or, ternary conditions, and then these are already we seen about that, place C equal, minus equal, module, multiplication, like that. After that we having some control statements having there. In this, an if statement contains a boolean expression and block of statements enclosed with the braces. If a condition, whenever we are checking so many, if the correct answer is if it is the condition is correct, it will be executed, otherwise the else part will be executed. If the boolean expression is that is true or conditions, whenever we are using, if it is correct, it will be executed. If condition 1 statement, if else condition 2, that will be executed, else part will be executing. If the condition is true, then the compile will be executed. If of the block, if false, then else block statement will be executed. Nested means if whenever a series of sessions are involved, we may have used more than one we have to take, and more than condition if we want to check, then only if a statement is used instead of form of an as follows. If test condition 1 and if test condition 2 and statement 1, else statement 2, and in number of if we having another if statement, that type of methods we are calling with nested if statement, and then we are calling with a switch statement. A switch statement is used instead of nested if else statement. It is multiple branch decision statement. Whenever we are using switch statement, it is used instead of nested if else statement. Whenever we want to use instead of that, it is multiple branches decision statements. A switch statement tests a variable with a list of values for equivalence. Each value is called as a case. The case value must be a constant, that is I. Syntax is a switch expression and case constant. You have to take a sequence of optional statement and then break and case, like that. In that cases, we are using a switch statement, individual keyword used and semicolons, like that. For example, you have to understand these example for this case one system.out.println println 4 I am taking here. After that break will be there, and then system dot out dot println, that is 3 is there, and break will be there, system out dot println 2 will be there. In that switch statement we are using the cases, and the default will be, if we check the one by one, it will be condition checked. If it is there 4, it will be printed, otherwise 3 will be, it will be printed. If you want anyone, if you want to check the one value, that will be checked one by one, break one by one, break, and after that default value, anyone, no value is there, then it will be print something, it will be something else will be, it will be printed on this. After that a while loop will be there. In this while, Java while loop is used to execute statements until condition holds true. Whenever you are giving the condition is executing until you are taken the 10 condition, A is greater than 10, it will be executed on until 10. After that one by one condition will be executed. After 2, after 10 will be, it will be given the conditions until the condition satisfied, it will be executed. For this an example I am taking here, A greater than B and C is not equal to 0, like that. And do while it will be having, in this do while, the while loop makes a test condition before the loop is executed. Whenever loop is executed, then only the while condition is executed, may not be executed all of if the condition is not satisfied at the very first attempt. On some occasions it might be necessary to execute the body of the loop only, which is having a do while, body of the loop executes the firstly, and then next one remaining part will be executed. Such situation can be handled with the help of do statement, which is having, I am taking an example for this, integer I is equal to 0, system dot out dot println, that here I am taking here the condition while I is less than 5, then it only I less than, whenever you have to take equal, that 5 will be also executed. That I am not in here I less than, that's why 4 0 1 2 3 4 it will be printed. And for loop, which is a very easy, Java for loop is repeated conditions. Whenever we are using a repeated condition until a certain condition holds true, the general form of first statement can be expressed as follows. For initialization we are taking in the termination and increment. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, like that we are taking a sentence for this for loop. You can initialize multiple variables and test many conditions and perform increments and decrements on many variables according to requirements. All these components for the for loop options. I am taking an example for I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, and I plus plus statements. Another way of doing this, I is equal to 4 while I is greater than 0, and statement. Some statement you have to take. These are the control flow structures. And then for this today topics are covered in Java. All our topics I covered here in this session. Thank you for this watching this video. Share if you want more videos, you share and like, subscribe please. Thank you.